Hello guys, and welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson. Today we're talking about the law of assumption, how to use it. The simple way, the simple explanation of how to use the law of assumption is here. Because you know what, sometimes it gets so confusing. Is the law of assumption the same as the law of attraction? Do I have to constantly think about and visualize my end result? What do I need to do? So today I just wanted to sort of break it down really simply, really easily for you guys. And just, take some of the sort of worry out of it and the effort out of it. You see, first of all, just to sort of support you, is you have to reason in your mind that your thoughts and your emotions create your reality. And the reasons that they do this is because you are one with the infinite spirit or God, okay? So we need to start to really get that. So if we are connected to something that is infinite and always has and always will be, and the things that we want are already created, we just need to accept them, then we need to take some of that sort of effort out of the law of assumption, don't we? We need to take some of that concern out of whether we're doing it correctly or not. You see, there's many ways to attract into your life and sort of create in your life. The law of assumption is one of those fantastic methodologies, I should say, that get you there. So it's one of many, but it is one of the most powerful. So I just wanted to explain it in a simple terms. You see, the law of assumption is basically saying, I'm assuming the feeling of the wish already fulfilled, and that is what it is. So think about it like this. Say you, for example, are trying to create a new job in your life. Let's just start with that, just to make it simple. So one night before bed, if you're using the law of assumption and you're looking to use it simply, you get yourself into a relaxed state, almost a little bit like meditation. Why before bed is the strongest place to do it? It's because your brainwaves start to move down from beta to alpha to theta. Okay, so as you're moving from beta to alpha, we get to a point where the subconscious mind is more receptive to the information that you're about to put into it. So this is the best time to use the law of assumption and use the creative process of the law of assumption. Then as we lay in bed, we start to visualize the end result. So you always must live in the end with the law of assumption. So it's the end result. You want the new job, so you want to see yourself in that job, getting the congratulations from your family, from your employer, seeing your paycheck, whatever it is that sort of evokes the emotion of that. And then you have to make it as clear and real as possible. The way you do that is you have to add feeling to it. You have to add the feeling of the wish fulfilled so strongly. Then what happens there is you stay within that feeling, and you almost sort of surrender it to a deeper mind, to God. So as you're falling asleep, you just surrender with the knowledge that it's already yours, and you sort of let go. And as you go into sleep, your subconscious mind is able to sort of work out the route to it, and obviously all the processes of God's infinite power and wisdom guide you to that. Now here's the place when most people seem to get that functionality. They get the function of how it works correctly. But what happens is then they go, well, look, then what do I do? Now look, here's the thing. I'm someone who I like people to, reaffirm that vision to make it clearer each time. You can keep visualizing. You don't have to though. You see, the thing is then your job after that is just to not be reactive to your environment. For example, when you wake up and you go to work and you're not in your promotion, you don't want to emotionally react to that. You see, because what the law of assumption is if you assume the belief of the wish fulfilled, you have to ask yourself, how would I feel then? I would feel empowered, free, successful. What do these feelings evoke for you? So here's the thing though, do you need to walk around that office now starting to claim to people that you are this and they should listen to you? No, you don't. It only has to be the emotional feeling within you. You have to stay true to that vision. Now, here's how I simplify it the most. Think about how I would feel. This is the thing. How would I feel if I had everything I wanted, that I just used that wonderful visualization technique to evoke my imagination, which is God, and I use my wonderful human imagination But if my imagination is God and it is all powerful, it knows exactly how and when to bring it to me in the easiest way possible. So I just need to maintain the feeling. So all I'd ask you to do then is to maintain that feeling by feeling successful, feeling free, feeling empowered. If you're looking for love, the feeling of companionship, love, wholeness, wellness, then your environment will make you react. There will be something that pops up. Maybe the boss above you says something to you that makes you feel like this is going to happen. You need to surrender to that and let that go. Here's a really quick technique of how to do that. You just take a breath. You take yourself away from the situation. You take a breath. You relax your shoulders and you just relax into that feeling, and it will pass through you. Then, once it's passed through you, you evoke the emotion of the feeling of the wish fulfilled again. So we're allowed to react to our environment, but we don't want to give it time and energy. You're only allowed to give it the smallest amount of time. We want 95 to 97% of our day to be in that feeling of the wish fulfilled. So what it truly is why do you want the thing that you want? Because you think it's going to make you feel better. So just focus on the feelings of feeling whole, good, better, happy, free, whatever emotion you think is most connected to your wish fulfilled. That's where we must focus. That's where you must take your action from. And this is where you must try and maintain that feeling. Don't keep thinking about the end result happening. You let go of the end result. It's already done. Focus on the feeling and maintaining that throughout your day after that. You then will have some very strange synchronicities happen very fast. Think about the story of Neville Goddard when he said he needed to get back, he needed to get that last ship from Barbados. Or even my favourite one, where he was enlisted in the army and he started to envision himself back in his apartment in New York. Well, he wanted to be honourably discharged, not dishonourably, but he didn't want to fight in this war. So what did he do? Every night, he just before bed, just imagined he was sleeping in his bed with his family, his children and his wife. And he just stayed in that feeling. And he knew, and he said it did not matter. He said he applied to be honourably discharged and they said no. And he knew it did not matter because he had the power of God with him. So what he did was he did not react to his environment. He did not give up. He did not stop. He consistently maintained that emotional feeling of freedom. That's what it was. Then he went on and he got called up and he got released from the army, honourably discharged, didn't have to fight in a war that he didn't believe in. And also he was an older man at the time. So look, here's the thing. Just maintain that emotion. Stop thinking about the end result and when it should come. Stop checking if it has come and just maintain that emotion and trust the process. Then you will have everything you desire. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe and take care.